Good afternoon, everyone, and a very warm welcome to today's exclusive webinar, Exclusive GCC Partner Opportunity Scaling AI Workforce Transformation and Enterprise Learning under Vision 2030. Thank you all for joining us from across the GCC region. I'm Srishti and I'll be your host for today's session. As AI adoption accelerates across Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Bahrain, and the wider GCC, organizations are actively investing in workforce modernization and AI capability development aligned with Vision 2030 initiatives. In today's session, we'll explore how training providers and learning partners can leverage AI CERTs globally recognized certification programs to expand enterprise partnerships, drive workforce transformation, and create new growth opportunities. Throughout the session, feel free to share your questions in the chat box and we'll address them during the Q&A session towards the end. Now, it's my absolute pleasure to welcome our speakers for today's session who will guide us through today's discussion. First, we have Mr. Rahul Srivastav, Strategic Director at AI CERTs. Rahul is a strategic business leader and growth focused executive currently serving as Strategy Director at AI CERTs with a strong focus on revenue growth, operational excellence, and strategic partnerships. He plays a key role in driving AI CERTs' global expansion and enterprise initiatives. Rahul has built expertise in business strategy, AI upskilling ecosystems, partnership development, and organizational growth. His work involves collaborating with enterprises, governments, and academic institutions to accelerate AI adoption and workforce transformation through certification and learning programs. He has also been actively involved in international strategic alliances and AI workforce initiatives across regions including the Middle East and Southeast Asia, helping organizations bridge the AI skills gap and prepare for digital transformation at scale. Joining him is Afreen Hashmi. Afreen Hashmi is a dynamic B2B sales and account management professional with experience in enterprise relationship management, client engagement, and business growth strategies. Based in Bangalore, she currently works as a senior account manager at AI CERTs and has built a strong profile around AI focused enterprise solutions and customer success. She is known for driving strategic client partnerships, handling key accounts, and supporting organizations in adopting AI and technology led learning solutions. Now, without a further ado, I would like to hand over the stage to Rahul to start the session and guide us through this.
Thank you so much, Srishti. Thank you, Afreen, for joining in. And thank you, each and every one of you who have joined us. Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning from whichever part of the world you have joined in. I believe most of them have been a part of GCC. So, a good evening to all of you. Uh, Before we begin the webinar, I would just try to give a slightly more contextual understanding on what we do today, why we do what we do, and a very specific details on what we are going to cover in this webinar. It is, of course, going to be a monologue, but we are going to try to cover and try to engage with the audience in terms of understanding what are the key problems that they are facing as training providers and how we as an organization or a certification body would be able to assist. So the agenda here is we are going to we are going to go lot more deep in terms of the current workforce strategy that is there in GCC. We are going to see what are the key initiatives taken by governments and of course by the private industries, and what is the vision looking like with respect to emerging technologies like AI and blockchain. We are then going to cover a little bit more in terms of what are the key levers that training companies can actually utilize, and what we have seen our partners, since in GCC we have about almost about 31, 32 partners. Afin, you can you'll be the right person to tell that. But then of course I think on a high level we have about 30 odd partners there who are doing business with us for quite some time. Then we are also going to accumulate those and make it a little more cognitive in terms of how these best practices have been implemented, and how training providers are making money with respect to implementation and AI adoption, and how the positioning of AI certs has been for them. Why certification has been one of the key I think hotspot for everyone, and how enterprises are seeing it right now, not just from an objective that their workforce can get certified, but they can see an ROI, they can see a productivity increase, and of course a cost decrease in their overall ecosystem of whatever they manage. And then of course last thing is going to be Afreen's part, where she's going to talk about, of course, how AI certs helps partner to capture the GCC opportunity faster. Afreen, am I making sense? You have anything to add on to this, or shall we go ahead?
Rahul, I think whatever you're saying is absolutely right. So we are here to explore this gold mine of an opportunity, and especially in the GCC region with a lot of ministry funding, grants, and initiatives that's happening around Saudi Vision 2030, Bahrain, Oman, the entire region is, upskilling in AI, and it's almost here. I don't know how half of the month is over now already in 2026, and we're almost at 2030. So over to you, Rahul. Please go ahead.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. So I think the first slide itself says, GCC AI for workforce transformation uh, is accelerating under the Vision 2030. So there are key three levers that we have identified. One is government and enterprise AI adoption is already creating more demand for workforce training. Uh, just not in the oil and gas industry, but if you talk about real estate, you talk about healthcare, you talk about safety, you talk about any
Supply
industry,
chain.
supply chain, if you talk about any industry as of today in GCC, it's a hot shot for everyone to just drive AI adoption. And to be very honest with you, AI adoption has been a lot more marketing than actual adoption. In the last 3 years, when we have interacted with a lot of partners, and when we have interacted with partners customers, we have seen that now the L&D department, how it used to see certifications and training as one of those check boxes, that has completely changed now. The perspective has changed from just being a checkbox activity to ROI driven dashboards, to ROI driven matrix that the companies have defined for themselves. What are the leading indicators, what are the lagging indicators, for them to define early success, so that they can really build the AI capability. And of course, we have also understood that adoption of AI starts from building AI capability. It starts from people, because traditionally people have been the ones who have been using AI now, and transforming the entire technology and its utilization to an extent where now we can say, we can talk about an agent, we can develop an agent, and we can say that a lot of things can be productized, a lot of things can move towards the right productivity matrix that we look forward for. And that's where AI capability is becoming a more important metric. You can definitely go and hire people, but I think hiring funnel that is required as of today with respect to AI capabilities in itself is a very narrowed funnel. So building capability is one of the another, I would say, important factor that come in when it comes to really building up AI as a whole adoption model for the enterprises or for the governments. Third is, of course, certification becomes a stronger trust layer, where the credentials are being verified, it's authenticated, and it really gives a lot of more confidence to move forward for an organization to position themselves as AI ready organization. We are very proud to say that in AI certs we have almost about 900 plus employees, and around 750 plus employees are already AI certified. So as a company in itself, we are AI ready and AI native, because that's what we want to promote. Now if I really talk about the real question, we have been able to see a lot of common challenges that we have seen across AI adoption. There are few that I have pointed it out here, Afreen. I don't know if you agree to this or not, but this is something in tandem to what we discuss with our partners and with what I discuss with you on a daily basis. So I
Absolutely.
think the one of those is our organization moving from AI experimentation to real enterprise scale adoption. Because now, uh, if you are still pitching to your clients that try to take a pilot, let's do a pilot and then scale it, that's one of the, I think, very immature steps that has already been implemented in the age of AI. Everyone has seen the pilot, everyone has seen what LLMs can do, everyone has seen what agentic can do, as a part of agentic, at least what agents can do. In fact, what agents can do with respect to Copilot in itself, I think it has a massive scale that is already waiting for you to utilize it. And when we say that, we have really implemented this with multiple companies through our partners, and we know how we have done it, not just with certifications, but of course with consulting, of course with having change management, of course with having the right workflows in place, of course with having a lot more in terms of how the scoping needs to be done for a case. So I think how do you measure AI capability versus AI usage is also very important. So the matrix that you are actually going to measure early, which is going to define the early adopters of AI, has to do a lot with what you define as a success metric, right? I mean, you cannot just say that you have ChatGPT, you have Claude, you have maybe Gemini, and you cannot just go back and see what how many people are really using it. You have to really look into it, what they are using it for. Are they using it for just redrafting? Are they really putting the right prompts? There are so many prompting techniques. Are they really using those prompting techniques or not? And third, fourth, and fifth, which is where what is preventing organization from scaling AI safely and effectively, which is way forward and which is way important than anything else, which is the governance around and policy around the ecosystem of AI, so that everyone is very clearly understanding that data privacy, people privacy, I would say, you know, all of these layers are very important before we even talk to an agent or before we talk to an LLM. So, are your teams equipped with validated role based certification? That's where, of course, what my selling point would always be for AI certs. We are not a generic organization where we sell, prompt engineering. We sell maybe, a machine learning course based on AI. But what we do right now is we have industry specific and then we have role specific. When I say role specific, we have two different major categories that we define our certifications into. We call it as professional certifications and we call it as technical certifications. So if you are an HR, if you are a salesperson, you are a marketing person, if you are into all the non-technical part of it, you call it as professional suite of certifications. You fall in the professional suite of certifications, which is also where you have finance, you have legal, you have HR, you have healthcare. And if you fall under the traditional technology side, where you have cybersecurity, you have cloud computing, you have quantum computing, then of course you have research, you have more data science, data engineering, data analyst courses, business analyst courses, that falls under the technical side of things. So we have about 70 plus suite of certification that we cater to right now, and that makes us a little more unique in terms of the value proposition. That it is initially you were training an organization with a team of 20 people, 25 people. Now the top of the funnel is completely broadened for you, and now you can actually go and do a employee wise training. So I think three things that I wanted to talk about. One of the things that I'm very keen on is, of course, the initiative that has been taken: UAE AI Strategy 2031, Saudi Arabia Vision 2030, Human Capability, Oman, Qatar, Bahrain, wider GCC. Just to tell everyone, GCC, very particularly in Bahrain, we are Tamkeen approved, which is where local accreditation has already been approved by the government of Bahrain, and there are partners who are making more than $80,000 a month with us. So I am very proud to say that we are making. And when I say 80,000 month, what I mean to say is if I make $1 for AI certs, my partner makes $5 as of today. Now, of course, there's a reason behind what we do, why we do, and that's where I wanted to talk about high adoption and limited scale and a bigger opportunity for right providers, because 75% of the Middle East employees have used AI in their roles in the past 12 months. This is data that we have taken from Gartner. And if you see, 32% of Middle East employees are using Gen AI tools such as ChatGPT, DAL-E. If you talk about by late 2024, back in 2024, of course, where agentic AI was not even in talks, 60% of the Middle East firms reported fast AI adoption, but only 14 to 28% had scaled AI across the business function. So if you talk about scaling it to one particular function versus scaling it to across the enterprise rollout, that has been really a bigger challenge. Because one of the things that we have seen, that you can definitely know the prompting techniques and then you can talk to LLMs, but you need to be really really expert in knowing in your particular job role what are the tools, what are the key, I would say, best practices in that particular job role, to ensure that at certain point in time you will be able to bind yourself and contextualize yourself around what you want, and you are not exposing yourself for everything and anything that you don't need in future. So the opportunity is no longer is in AI awareness. Of course, a lot of people have made money in just AI awareness. It is now helping organizations scale AI safety and prove that you are the right provider for them to drive AI adoption. So now it is a journey of having them trained, and then training can be translated into the ROI, which is in the function of adoption of AI, which is where you need to have the metrics, you need to have the reporting, you need to have the dashboards, you need to have change management, which is very important for people who have been using the same tools, the same functions for very long. So where winning providers, where certification providers, I would say, are finding enterprise training budget. I think AI literacy for all employees, something that we have seen by multiple partners who have reported to back to us in multiple uh, conversations that they have had. Of course, we are not a part of all the conversations of partners, customers, but we are a part of a couple of them in a month. So we get a lot of insights on that. AI fluency for business and functional teams, AI mastery for specialists and leaders. So I think the entire suite of certifications that we have today does not really only cover industry specific, role specific, but it also has a staging mechanism to ensure the learner gets into the funnel and then becomes, from a literacy perspective, which is awareness, to a practitioner, to a master, right? So that's where we have brought three layers of all the certifications, which is where they can clear the first one, then go into the second one, then go into the third one. If they're already at something which they know of, they can directly jump onto the second one and then go into the third one. So the skill gap is not the gap, it spans awareness, application, and of course enterprise leadership capability. So every leader has a different way of looking at it. A lot of times when we utilize it, CFO sees things from a different lens, a CEO sees things from a different lens when they're investing into AI. The one thing winning GCC providers have it in common is a verified capability. Of course, we all know. We I'll be very honest in telling all of you, this is a real story. When we started off AI certs long back, we knew that a lot of questions will come to us in terms of verifications, in terms of verified credentials, in terms of what is the authenticity of the certifications, all of these things. Today we have PwC Academy. Today we have HP. Today we have all the big partners that you can think of across the world who are our partners, who are training their internal employees. Let me take an example like Accenture, who have trained their own employees, and they have taken a complete suite which is under Udemy, where they are actually promoting our certifications. So the one thing that really is common across is the verification of credentials, and that's where we want to talk a little more in terms of the infrastructure layer that we have developed across. So it's no more a content game, because we all thought that it is going to be changing very fast. Of course it's changing every day, but content is not something that is what we are known for. We are known for our certifications and the value for certification in the market. So enterprises increasingly require certified AI competency in procurement, which is an objective for them to have an objective parameter to against every employee. Informal learning creates inconsistent skills and higher risks. Government wants standardization, compliance, and measurable outcomes. So I think this is where trusted validation comes into place. The benchmarking that we have done across the certifications, how we regulate our pass percentages, is also going to be a part of benchmarking. We have compliance alignment, we have scale enterprises, we have procurement ready recognition. So I'll be talking about more in detail in next 30 minutes, but this is where the common thing that we have identified over a period of since our launch, I would say. uh, who is winning the GCC AI training deals right now? Of course, established partners already launched: AWS, Isaka, Cisco, CertNexus, EC Council. They've added AI training programs. Early movers captured initial enterprise demand. Authorized partner positioning gives them credibility as an advantage. We have generic providers flooding the market. Of course, a lot of AI boot camps. There are a lot of companies, I don't want to name them here. But now that AI, and of course, AI content, AI training, AI learning has become a lot more generic, and it has become like a commodity. Today, you want to think of starting an e learning company, you can have it within 10 days. Trust me on this, because if it is based on just content, you have so much to do with AI. You can create it on your own and send it across. The bigger question is whether that is a validated way of doing it, whether you have the right framework to do it, whether you have the right learners to acknowledge what you have already done it. And the best way to do is, of course, having a very strong accreditation on top of what you do today. So enterprise rejecting both don't want just another AI course. They require certification validation from a procurement standpoint, and they also need the compliance documentation and audit trails. So I think on a high level, this is the common pattern that we have observed when we were talking about specifically a region like GCC, which is where Bahrain, Qatar, Oman, Kuwait, UAE, Saudi comes in place. So where AI training budget is flowing in 2026, this is based on some research that we have done from background, but also with our partners, the kind of interaction that we have done with our partners in the last almost 6 quarters, I would say it's an amalgamation of that. So if you talk about corporate cohorts. We have tech, finance, and government, where government is heavily investing right now towards the finance side of things. So we have a lot more AI search advantage over there, because we have very job specific courses, where we have courses towards AI in finance, AI in government, AI in technology. When we talk about AI in technology, what technology? AI in cybersecurity, AI in cloud computing, AI in data science. We talk about government tenders and contracts. Of course, we see a lot of tenders and contracts being rolled out publicly. A lot of partners are bidding for it. But let me tell you this, that a lot of partners are losing out on government tenders because they are no more a consulting firm, but only a mere training company. That's where it is very important to have a consulting and a consulting arm, I would say, which helps drive adoption apart from just training. And that's where AI certs has an advantage, because we have a complete ecosystem that we have developed over a period of almost 6 to 7 years. And when we talk about very specifically the infrastructure layer that we have developed, we are not just a course content provider, but we also LMS, we have partner portals dedicatedly for our partners. And of course, with that, we have certificate issuance platform and proctoring tool on our own. We do not believe, and we have never ever trusted any third parties. We don't take any resources from Credly or proctoring from maybe Mercer, Pearson. We have everything on our own. So third is consulting plus training blend, which I have already talked about. Of course, then you have different revenue channel like university partnerships, and then you have individual learners who want to come and learn and pay you for the programs. So AI certs has an industry recognized credentials which we have seen improved graduate employability. We have a use case for it in multiple universities that we have already done programs with. So we have a program which is, we call it as AAP, Authorized Academic Partnership. Under that, we have almost about I'm not sure offering the numbers, but around 70 to 75 partners of your overall partners that you have are completely AAPs. So that's pretty much that I want to talk about in terms of where the budget is flowing in, which is right signal, which is where you get to know in terms of what is that you can take an advantage of. So I think that is something that I wanted to talk about. uh, Final thing what I wanted to talk about is why BCC buyers are buying premiums for proven AI capability. Of course, shadow AI, with what we have seen with shadow AI, with what we have seen with data breaches, which is where I've talked about the data readiness, and we have also talked about very categorically in terms of you know a lot more governance around usage of AI in an organization, so that the data, which is where it's the core of the business, should not be exposed to any third party entity. And of course, the compliance failure. So certification solves validated data security practices. Certification solves for proven safe AI governance. And our certification has a very strong alliance towards it is aligned towards ISO and IEC compliance. So we follow ISO 17024 2012. So you're not just selling AI training, you're selling a risk mitigation, compliance assurance, and of course the operational readiness of what we do today. Feel free to ask any questions on the chat if you want to, so that we can really learn and understand what you look at, how you look at what we have today, and how we can also improve. If you have any questions, suggestions for us to talk to you. Afrin, over to you.
Thank you so much for that. Firstly, happy Friday, everyone. So everyone who's joining in from the GCC, I think it's a holiday for you all. So thank you for making it and welcome everyone. So Rahul, thank you so much for sharing all the insights. I think you nailed it when it came to the kind of opportunity that we have, the problems that people are facing when it comes to real AI adoption, right? And just the traditional trainings, the boot camps and workshops are not working anymore. People are looking for credible AI skills that people can actually start implementing, and that's where we come in. So I'm here to discuss as I talk to partners day in and day out. I would be Of course, you have the slides there. You can please feel free to read through it. But I'd be more happy to share what we deal with partners on a day in, day out basis, how this has helped them bring an additional revenue opportunity, and how a partnership with AI Certs can help you launch AI training programs with validated, globally recognized certifications in just weeks, right? So of course, why providers building in-house are falling behind. So most of the training partners, Rahul, that I've communicated with, they all started with this vision of let's build our own programs, but then they realized the kind of costs, the timelines, the instructional design, the SMEs that are needed, and their teams are already stretched, right? They're already occupied with their current projects, with their current training programs. So that tends to delay things even further. And then, of course, the most important thing partners realize while building their own programs is that even if they've invested the cost and the timelines and the SMEs required, they realize that the pace at which AI is moving, the tools and the platforms and the AI agents, now the world has gone one step ahead. We are leveraging AI agents, right? So the AI agents and the tools are updating itself so fast that to keep up with the content and to keep up with the pace of AI and to keep updating the content becomes a real task for these partners. So that's where, of course, as you can see on the screen, it takes usually 3 to 6 months just to develop the content, the modules, and the labs for all the hands-on. Then, of course, that leads to 10 to 12 months by the time your content that you've developed is tested, the quality assurance is done, the analysis is done, the platforms is set up for your learners, and then, of course, by the end, when you're finally able to launch these programs, it almost becomes a year. And your content, there's a huge risk of what you've built so far taking 1 year of your time and your cost have actually got outdated. Right, so that's what happens when our partners try to build this and they fail to capture the huge opportunity that there is, especially in the GCC region, not just the ministry and the Saudi Vision 2030. Of course, Saudi is leading when it comes to AI adoption, and followed by Dubai, and of course, all the other GCC regions. But the partners are missing out on the huge RFPs, the government tenders, the AI upskilling grants, just because of missing out on the first mover advantage because of the competition that's coming in because they're building on their own programs. So early movers have already captured the enterprise accounts. So it's not the failure of effort of these partners, it's just that the market is not ready to wait, right? AI is already here. It's not an option anymore. So by the time you have your own programs launched out there, the market has moved on already. So that's what is the real issue and the problem that our partners are facing. And the best thing to talk about it, Rahul, is that that's where we come in. We have a ready, market ready plug, play, promote, and start making profits out of these certifications, a globally recognized tag, and a credibility and a validation to associate with a globally recognized organization. We are not just an off the shelf content provider, right? But in fact, we have a complete partner ecosystem in place. We handhold our partners, we support them in go to market, in launching these programs, in training their trainers, in providing them with all the training deliveries and a ready made content that is developed in compliance with, as you mentioned, ISO 17024, 2012 standards. So it maintains all the regulations and compliance. It's the ethical use of AI. And the highlight is, of course, that it's role-based certifications. So partners can launch in just weeks, right? Once you complete your onboarding, you're fully enabled. We enable your sales team. We enable your marketing team. We have all the marketing assets that you would need to go out there and start delivering these certifications and generating business from this partnership, right? So the providers winning in 2026, of course, like I mentioned, when I talk to partners, the main thing is that even if they are doing some kind of a generic AI workshop or a boot camp, they're not able to grab those deals again. It's a one-off kind of a workshop, and then they are struggling for business, right? Because right now, corporates and enterprises who are off late, Rahul, if you were having this conversation 3 years back, AI adoption was relatively new. But right now, businesses, corporates, and enterprises, whether it's small, medium, or large enterprises, they are investing, I would say, millions and billions of dollars when it comes to investing in buying these AI tools and platforms and implementing them in the company. But this problem itself becomes an opportunity for training companies, for people who are into the AI space, because what companies are seeing now is that they've invested so much in adopting AI into the business, but it's just superficial. They don't have the workforce, they don't have the existing employees who know how to use these platforms. And that's where companies are failing when it comes to real AI adoption. And that's when, over 2 3 years, CEOs and founders and directors have realized that now they are not just looking for generic AI training anymore. They need validated trainings that can show the return on investment, how the employees have started using it. They're not looking for generalized AI skills anymore. They want people to have skills that can help them improve their efficiency and productivity in their job roles, right? And that in turn, of course, gives a lot more business and improves the productivity of the business itself, right? So that's the whole task of AI, to augment and automate. Right, so that's where people are failing and where generic trainings are failing, I would say. And that's where our partners are coming to us, and we are curating personalized learning pathways, specialized offerings that is exclusive and niche to our partner and to their audience, right? Because we have a complete AI readiness ecosystem in place. So if you or your partner is looking for something in AI, we have that offering available through a whole network as part of Sardar Inc. Right? AI CERTs is one of it. We have AI Labs, Adoptify AI, and Plus, Netcom Learning. So it's a huge conglomerate of businesses. Feel free to reach out to us for more details. And so what verified capability training is getting you right now? So premium pricing. So partners are able to grab huge enterprise deals, L&D deals, right? Because now enterprises are not just investing in buying AI for their company, but they're also investing huge L&D budgets to upskill their existing workforce in starting to use and adopting AI in the real sense, right? So these L&D budgets are being captured by our training partners who are now expanding into the B2C to the B2B space to the B2G space through this partnership, because we have over, just to correct you, Rahul, it's not 70 plus, 80 plus role-based certifications now that we've come up with in the last quarter, right? So the compliance-led urgency, better performance, companies are looking for validated skills, and our certification adds that layer of trust, adds that layer of credibility, right? It's a certification where people have to prove what they've learned out of the course by going through an ISO compliant online proctored certification exam, pass the exam to get certified. So it's an industry validated credential. The customers of the partners are really happy that they are leveraging this to enhance their professional portfolio. So, of course, repeated cohort based growth. So, partners are seeing repeated deals coming in from the same clients when the clients are starting to see the impact of these trainings that our partners are now being able to offer to their customers. Right. So, it's a clear validation of workforce capability. Now, moving on, of course, why AI cert certified partners are winning faster in GCC. It's, of course, the first and most important thing is speed to market. This applies to every business for that matter, that the further you delay, you will have a lot more competition coming in and a lot more fight to get a single deal. So the first mover advantage is always the best. And right now, AI is not an option anymore. If you still feel that, is there any competition? I'm so sorry to say that, we are living in a, a multiverse, because right now my partners come back to me saying that, you know, we've just integrated and added your programs after the partnership into our website and our platforms, and we haven't even started the marketing and the campaigns, Afreen, and we're already starting to get customer inquiries coming in the moment they find out that we already have started offering AI as well as part of our offerings as a value addition, right? So that's the kind of demand there is, guys. So the shortage of AI skilled professionals is your gold mine of an opportunity to provide validated trainings to these organizations and get back to back deals, right? So some of our partners are grabbing year long annual budgets and L&D budgets and deals from these corporate clients, and they're, in fact, they're also multi-year budgets as well, where they are having that. Rahul just showed a slide previously on AI literacy, fluency, and mastery. One of our partners did go out there and propose that to one of their corporate clients as a 3-year plan, and they loved it, and they've already started off with it. So that's the kind how we, help our partners. So partners are winning faster in GCC because of the speed to market. You have a ready certification program compliant with ISO, I'm so sorry, built with subject matter experts. We have an advisory board, a certification board that validates, and tests our the curriculum of our content. It's in compliance with ISO standards. You have the complete tech stack. Like I said, we're not just an off the shelf course or a content provider telling our partners, here's the course, here's the content, here's the ebooks, take what you want and do with this, right? So we help you launch, go to market. Partners enjoy healthy business partner margins, right? Because everything is built in house. Nothing is outsourced, right from the curriculum building, designing, development, to the LMS platform, to the proctoring solution, to the certificate issuance tool. Everything is developed in-house that gives us a highly competitive pricing advantage compared to the big names out there who are offering generalized certifications, right? And that gives our partners higher margins to play around with when they start offering this to their customers. So premium pricing advantage, support, repeated quarterly cohort structure where they're grabbing deals back to back from the same clients. So it's a repeat order that we're seeing coming in from partners, market credibility because we're completely vendor aligned. Now, that's another highlight that I would like to uh, mention to all our attendees here today that not only do we offer role-based certifications and we're the only AI certification body out there that's offering role-focused certifications, but of course it's completely vendor aligned. So we are not locked to any specific vendor ecosystem. The tools, the platforms, the agents that you learn out of our courses can be applied across any vendor platform that you might be using in an organization. So that also is helping our partners grab huge enterprise deals, right? Of course, the authorized partner positioning, the visibility, the brand visibility and credibility of associating with a globally recognized US-based certification body, the regional scale where, our partners now who started off with their primary markets, like we have partners in the GCC region who started off with in Saudi, in Dubai, who are only catering to their local region, but then they have expanded their market now and they're offering these offerings to the entire GCC, right from Bahrain, Oman, Qatar, Azerbaijan, Saudi, UAE, every other place there. So, it helps in making you multi-market ready for GCC expansion, helps in compliance built across UAE, Saudi, Qatar, regional instructor coverage, the GCC tailored marketing. Now, this is one thing as well, since we have a global presence, we have partners across the globe. Our marketing, we help each partner market and go to market which is specific and localized as per their region, which is more connected to their audience. So we have region specific marketing assets and marketing kits for our partners, maybe something that can do in Arabic for our GCC region partners and so on. So you're not just getting content from us, you're getting a complete partnership infrastructure that removes every barrier that a partner is facing right now to start and open up an additional revenue opportunity when it comes to AI trainings with credible certifications, right? Uh, so as I mentioned, it's just a follow-up of the previous slide that we offer you the content, the exams, the go-to-market. It's all available in one partnership. The content is regularly updated. We have a quarterly updation policy to keep up with the pace of AI. So you launch these programs in weeks, not months and years. Your content is always current. It's never outdated. You command premium pricing for updated content plus higher value that you're offering to your customers. It also comes with credible examination that adds the layer of validity and trust that your customers are looking for. Your learners get credible, portable certifications. Employees trust the verification. These certifications are tamper proof. They're issued through blockchain technology. They come with a unique QR code that can be instantly verified, right? So it adds that additional trust to partners, right? And to your customers who are leveraging this for career opportunities. So you see ROI data, there's an analytics dashboard. The partner portal is available, which shows all your learner enrollments. You have recurring certifications, annual renewals, repeat revenue happening through these certifications. And of course, the complete go-to-market support is provided in terms of complete marketing assets, collaterals, and materials. You don't need to build marketing from scratch. So, this has helped many of our partners, Rahul, you won't believe it. They have been into the training space and just it's been not more than 3 years now. You can't call them actual startups, but yes, they have been into the training space in 3 years. They don't have a proper marketing team, but they do have a marketing team that's assisting them with their current marketing initiatives. So they have come back to us saying that this has really helped them. Our marketing manager, the marketing assets that we have, which can be co-branded, and the kind of go-to-market support that we give in terms of lead generation support, demand generation support for our partners through co-branded online webinars, master classes, and all of these activities that has really helped them grab huge deals that they had never thought of. And within the first quarter of starting the partnership. Now that's the kind of demand they're seeing. So they, that's the added advantage that they're able to start generating revenue through this partnership within the first 3 months of sign up, right? So that's another thing to be proud of.
Just to
Yeah,
add, Afin, what you just mentioned, I think one of the things that we have differently done, or in tandem to what other partners do or other certification providers do, we have a very dedicated channel, not just from an infrastructure point of view, but we have a dedicated channel from a people point of view. So now we have, a layer of PSMs, which we call it as partner success managers, who are responsible for doing
absolutely.
sales training for the sales teams, doing webinars, hosting webinars, and of course, running the entire machine, I would say, very
Exactly.
smoothly. And when it comes to marketing side, we have partner marketing managers who are allocated for dedicated account managers, I would say, where they have a complete direction towards how the business has been running in the past and how it can run with a layer of AI. What is the kind of messaging framework needs to go in? What is the kind ICP that is required to be touched upon, so that at least there's a huge buzz around what the collaboration should look like. I think the dedication towards the people side of things has also helped us in terms of driving success in the first quarter in itself.
Absolutely. And the way our partner success managers sit with each of our partners and curate a 30, 60, 90 days business plan to ensure that they're succeeding in the partnership, generating business and revenue from this. It's a win-win and a long-term partnership. That's what we're looking for. So, guys, we are a huge organization of over 400 plus employees. We have a partner success team, a sales team. So feel free to reach out to us, a support team, a technical team, everything. So to support our partners. So, like I said, does as your extended team. Now, this is one of the favorite slides that I feel from the presentation. Rahul has already spoken about it. So I'm just going to walk you through some of the top selling certifications from our catalog. So you can see we have over 80 plus certifications. This has helped partners open up opportunities for them to cater to a wider audience, especially in the GCC region. If I have to say, I have seen some of the partners coming and telling me that, the AI for learning and education is something that really interests us because we've always been in the discussion internally to grab these big academic opportunities, deals with universities and colleges because AI is booming in the education segment. In the GCC region, there are huge universities, Al Shawa, I'm not able to recollect the names, but we do have these huge universities and colleges where they're looking to upskill their students, their faculty, their staff. So it's opened up a huge opportunity for our partners to be able to cater to a wider audience, to transition from a B2C to a B2B, right? Because we have 80 plus role-based certifications catering to both a technical and a non-technical audience. So as you see on your left-hand side on the screen, all our professional courses are listed, which is specifically tailored for a non-technical audience who are into the business side of things. These are all 8-hour duration micro certification credentials, 8-hour courses. And some of the popular ones that you see are the AI for Essentials, of course, which is a great starting point to offer like AI for prompting, AI for executives. These are some of the hot selling certifications, vibe coding. In the business category, in the GCC, we see a huge demand for AI real estate, AI supply chain, AI for marketing, sales, um, and HRs as well. AI chief AI officer is also something that's booming. Then the learning and development education is something that's also hot right now in the GCC, like the AI for educator, AI for L&D, and of course the healthcare segment where healthcare industry is completely automating itself. So there's a huge demand for AI skilled medical practitioners, healthcare professionals, doctors, and nurses. So we have a whole AI healthcare suite for you. And on your right hand side, you have all the technical certifications for tailored for the technical audience. Hey, are you in the IT department? Are you a software developer? Are you into cybersecurity, cloud computing? How can you now upskill yourself by leveraging AI in your technical roles? So that's all of these certifications come into picture. All of these courses are 40-hour duration, and the certifications that are highly in demand, specifically in the technical side of things, is of course starting off with the top one would be the AI for cybersecurity, followed by AI for data, developer, cloud, right? And of course, the Bitcoin and blockchain is also seeing a huge demand with crypto coming in play, right? So the crypto developers and the blockchain and Bitcoin is also booming. So every certification expands our partners' reach. Every role opens up a revenue pathway, a revenue opportunity for our partners to help grab deals, to win deals, and that they can already sell into, right? And this is our complete partnership ecosystem for you. We have various kind of partnership models. So this helps businesses depending on how you operate, right? Which market segment you are catering to, which market segment you belong to. Based on these factors, we have the various partnership models for you. So feel free to reach out to us for more details or on which partnership feels apt for your business model, right? So the first, of course, is the authorized training partners. This is specifically for training institutes, training companies, edtech platforms, workforce development organizations, workforce upskilling organizations, skill academies, boot camps, organizations. So this partnership is apt for you, where you deliver certification aligned instructor-led training on our certifications as an additional value addition to your current training portfolio with instructor kits, train the trainer programs, LMS for your learners, complete go-to marketing support, bulk and volume pricing discounts for our partners on the e-learning. You can run cohorts under your brand. It's a co-branded partnership opportunity and earn revenue on every learner enrollment, right? So if you're a training company, feel free to reach out to us for an authorized training partnership. We'd be happy to share more details and see how this could be a win-win for both of us. Moving on to the second is the academic partnerships. Of course, if you're a academic institution, you're a school, you're a college, you're a university, you're a higher education provider, and you're looking to upskill your internal employees, your staff, you want to offer these job ready, AI ready, future ready certifications to your students, right? So feel free to reach out to us for more details on the academic partnership. Right. And of course, if you're an association, you're a member organization, you're a chamber, you're a federation, you're a member driven organization, and you want to upskill your internal members, right, with these credentials, and you want to upskill themselves in AI, because AI right now, guys, we all use AI in one way or the other. We all are using AI, right, from a school kid to an oldie. I would say even your parents, you would see them using scrolling and using these chat GPT and copilot in some way or the other. So everyone wants to learn AI skills. There's a huge demand for it. It's not an option, it's become a necessity right now. So if you're an association looking to offer these to your internal members at great association prices and member discounted prices, reach out to us for an association partnership offer. And finally, if you're a solopreneur, you're a startup, right? You're a freelance trainer, you're a single trainer, but you have a huge network. You're an influencer, you have a huge network, you want to promote our courses, the self-paced e-learning format of it, and you want to promote these into your channels, your social media handles, your community, your network, and you want to earn commissions per enrollment, then of course the affiliate partnership is the right partnership for you. So feel free to explore our different partnership models and reach out to us for more details. And this is just a snippet, guys. To be honest, these are outdated, numbers. To be honest, um, the learners have increased. It's just showing you the kind of impact we're seeing, kind of demand there is, the learner impact, our global presence, the kind of certifications we have. We have over 300 plus partners now catering across the globe. We are operating. We have a presence in NAM, in Europe, in GCC, in Asian countries, India, Africa, you name it, we're everywhere now with over a huge partner network. We only work via our partners, right? We are not a training or a consulting company. We're a certification body. That's what AI CERTs is. But we do have a complete AI readiness ecosystem for you. We are operating in 90 plus countries. To be honest, that is now 120 plus countries. And these are some of the partners that we've listed, but as you can see, we have over 300 plus partners, so we can't list all of them on this slide. So we've just put some names that you might identify with. You might know them already: Netcom Learning, Fastlane, we have Lumify, we have Koenig Solutions, we have Mindtree, TechTrain, and of course these partners are associated with Accenture and some big enterprises through our partner network. They are associated with big government, right? So Ministry of Labor, Thamkeen, we are already Thamkeen approved. We're already in the one of our partners is already in the process of getting us Hadaf approved and accredited as well. So yes, there's huge and lot happening, Rahul, is what I would like to say. And the time is now. And this is something that I would like to move on is, of course, the partner portal. So as I mentioned, guys, we're not just an content provider. We are going to give the complete tech stack when it comes to the LMS. You don't have to not just build content from scratch. You don't have to build the platform for your customers. We have our own LMS, which is multiple device supported. Of course, I'll walk you through that in the next slide. But talking about the partner portal, this is our partner's dashboard. So you have a complete dashboard with complete visuals and analytics, and to manage your enrollments, to grow, to see how your business is doing with certifications you've been able to enroll within the last month, what has been the highest certification, which course you have been able to market and sell previously, and that gives you the complete dashboard analytics. You have a complete resource library within your partner portal with all the marketing assets that you might need, with all the course documents that you might need. You can co-brand it, download it, put in your contact information, use it for marketing campaigns, for awareness campaigns, for promotions, for PR activities. You can use it for client presentations. So you have access to the full course catalog on your partner portal. You can manage your certifications, your exams, and your customer renewals and enrollments from this portal. You can track each and every customer's progress, right from where they are in their learning journey. Have they taken the online certification exam, completed the exam or not? You can monitor your revenues and your payouts. You can use ready-made co-branded marketing assets that are already available on your portal, right? So this is how the LMS or the learner portal looks like. This is for your customers. This is what they get. So you would deliver the instructor-led training, whether online, whether hybrid, whether offline. So our partners get multiple flexible delivery options to go out there and offer our certifications to your customers. You can offer it as a self-paced e-learning. You can offer it as an instructor-led training online or offline. And your learners also get 12 months access along with the instructor-led training to our LMS platform with regular content updates, including the exam. All of this is part of the LMS, right? So it's a one-stop platform for your customers. It has multi-device support. They can access their LMS and the learning materials from their smartphones. That's their mobiles, tabs, desktops, laptops. Of course, they have the four modalities of learning. They can choose to learn by watching the videos, listening to the audiobooks and the podcasts that we have. They can, read the ebooks, and they can discuss with the AI mentor or an AI assistant, which we have within our LMS. And of course, we have the cloud lab environments. So as a partner, basically, there's hardly any investment required, no building content from scratch, no risk of content getting outdated, no risk of compliance and validation. You have a certification to offer to your customers as a proof or a validation of these skills. So, and you have the complete go to market support, train the trainer support, technical integration support. So we have everything that you would need to go out there and successfully start generating business and revenue from this partnership. So flexibility that fits every customer. You can switch between different modalities, and you have a proven differentiator. To be honest, Rahul, whenever I've given a platform demo to our partners, when we've had this partnership discussions, it's always been positive. They've always spoken about how they love our LMS and they want to implement that as well. Some partners have their own LMS, or their clients have their own LMS, and we help with LMS to LMS integration as well. So you can they really love the kind of four modes of learning we have: the AI mentor, the labs, everything included in one platform, and how people can actually have a learning on the go, plug into their earpods and listen to maybe the basic first modules, um, that they already are aware of. Just listen to the podcast. That's also something that I've got a lot from the partners and customers saying that that's one of their favorite modes of learning as well. So our LMS is something that's going like a huge success. And course, to finally add on, we've spoke so much on and on. Rahul spoke about the kind of ministry fundings, the kind of demand there is. I spoke about how we can help you capture this demand, this opportunity by entering into a partnership with us. So this slide just talks about what are the steps to become a partner. You choose which AI certs program fits your audience, whether you're a technical training company, a professional training company, or you cater to both kind of audiences. Your target audience is a academic institution, so you just choose your programs. We have 80 plus courses for you to choose from, right? And once you have your programs finalized, you then sign up the partnership with us with the documentation, with an initial prepaid credit purchase, an initial minimum investment in place, which is, of course, there is no joining fees or sign up fees with us. These credits are your credits to use. And once partnership is formalized, we start off with the comprehensive onboarding process for our partners, which includes technical integrations, partner portal access, train the trainer programs, marketing support, co-branded marketing activities, demand generation campaigns, and of course the launch. Then our partners are ready to go out there. So based on your launch timelines, we help you get market ready. We help you start getting demand and leads coming in from this. Uh, as a co-branded opportunity. When you launch these programs, you're ready to go out there and start delivering your first AI training cohorts. And of course, once you start doing this, partners then come back to us. Maybe, I have also spoken to partners who started off with just one or two courses, Rahul. We have a partner in UAE itself. I'm not supposed to reveal the name, but she's a lady and she just signed up the partnership with us for one course specifically, which is the AI for Educator, which because her target audience, her customer base was only educators, teaching staff, teachers in universities and colleges. So she started off with the AI Educator, and now her business has scaled up. She scaled and expanded her portfolio, added in more courses that are now being offered to the same universities and colleges to their students based on their academic stream, right? If they are into MBA doing business, they're taking our business catalog. If they're technical students who are doing engineering or computer science, they're taking our technical catalog. So that's how they're scaling. And she's also now moving on from B2C to B2B and scale to an enterprise and government deals as well. So that has we've seen partners expand in just a year's time of starting the partnership. So just reach out to us, guys. Our team will reach out to you post this, to talk to all the attendees here. We will reach out to you to understand what is your requirement, pain points, and how if AI is something that you're looking to offer and part of your growth strategy, you're part of your 2026 roadmap, right? Let us know, and we're happy to assist. So, of course, the providers winning AI training deals have one thing in common. They became the certified capability partner first for their customers. And that is what is helping them grab huge deals, right? So you pick your partnership model that fits your business, your ambitions, your business initiatives, and we will ensure we handle it. So that's it from my side. Anything that you would like to add on?
Thank you, Afrin. I think this is what we have it for all of you. Please feel free to reach out to us, and I think we should be able to help you and assist you with the logistics and the details of it, and then we can take things forward from there on. I think Shrishti, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Afreen and Rahul, for those valuable insights. I would request the audience to please drop in their questions if they have any doubts regarding the presentation that we just showed, or maybe the curriculum or the partnership model that we offer. We'll be very happy to assist. Meanwhile, I would like to thank everyone for being such an amazing audience, and special thanks to our speakers for sharing these insights and perspectives with us today. Before we conclude, I'd also like to share a few next steps. If you would like to participate in our next Middle East webinar, which is scheduled for 18th June at 2 p.m. AST, please feel free to register. I have already shared the link with you in the chat box. You can also register through our website. And yes, if you're joining from other regions, we are excited to let you know that we have upcoming webinars planned for Europe, APAC, and United States as well. So,
I think we have a question there. It's from
Vikram.
that you want to be an affiliate. Yes, from Vikram. So Vikram, we would share over the details. If to your email ID, you could just fill in the affiliate partnership form and feel free to go from there. We'll share all the details over an email with you. So we've got your question. We'll be reaching out to you shortly.
Definitely.
Happy
And
Friday, everyone.
yeah. Okay, thank you, Vikram, for sharing your email. We'll definitely note it down and we'll reach out to you directly to discuss it further. Additionally, if you're interested in becoming a partner, exploring collaboration opportunities, or learning more about our certifications, I have shared a meeting link with you as well in the chat box. So please feel free to book a meeting for yourself and discuss and explore these things further with us and our team. Thank you once again for joining us today, everyone. Have a wonderful day ahead.
Happy weekend, everyone. Take care. Bye.